Okay, thank you so much for that, Sharad. But I think we managed to connect back with Rushil Thakkar from Rushil Decor as well. Rushil, let's just talk about the BIS norms is what I was asking you about, which is going to be implemented for the wood panel sector from February 2024. Now, as an organized player, could you talk to us about the benefits that will come in for you, because the shift will come in from unorganized to organized players as well?
Yeah, so basically the first advantage is going to be the imports which are coming to India is will be shortening down. So ultimately the benefits will be with the domestic players, and the domestic players will be able to achieve uh, ultimate goal of giving the best services to the country as committed to the country.
So
And
if you
also there
see,
are some norms.
sorry, you can continue. I thought you were done.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, some of the norms which Indian standards have a better value to be given, that which imports were not able to be competing with. Now we'll be able to have a better margins in the product as well.
So because of this implementation, are you actually expecting some price hike also to come in going forward, given that now more dependence or more demand would come in for organized players and for products that are BIS cleared?
Price hikes are something which are still debatable, but we see a strong growth in the OEM sectors where the largely imports are present.
Also, we do understand that the timber prices have now stabilized of late. But given the fact that there were a lot of plantation work also going around for plantation work were also going around. So are you expecting timber prices to fall from the next or from FY26 at least?
In FY26, it may go down because the agroforestry is a cycle, and a cycle comes every 4 to 6 years. So yes, we see a slightly downtrend in the future, but as of now, the raw material prices are stable, and wood may slightly go up as well for this financial year.
Sure. Also, I want to talk about, the company. The company has been actually focusing a lot more in terms of the value-added products in MDF as well. So, in terms of the leverage that you see and a benefit that you see coming in terms of margins, do you expect the margins to furthermore improve? First half, it was at around 17%. What is the trajectory that you have maybe for FY25, FY26 in terms of margins?
So first of all, the value addition, what we are talking about is 40% what we are targeting for this financial year, and next financial year we are targeting for 50%. The margins are always in it's always the control how we establish in the raw materials and also in the market. The value addition products were firstly not sold in the export market on the large basis, but now we are selling the value added products in the export market also and into the developed countries. So yes, our margins will slightly improve in the next financial years in comparison to this financial year and previous financial year because of the value additions.
And also in terms of exports, I just want to get an understanding. As of now, I think overall in the industry, exports have shown around a 29% YOY growth. So for the company, what are your export targets that you have in terms of export contribution? Currently around 13%. Where do you see it reaching by FY25, FY24, FY25? What's the target there?
For MDF segment, we are very clear that we will be doing around 15 to 20% of the total capacity into the exports. And talking about the laminates, we are coming up with the new greenfield project for the laminates with the jumbo size laminates to cater the European market and American market and other developed countries market, which will improve our EBITDA margins further as well.
One short-term specific question: how did your Q3 panned out, and did you see any pickup in sales?
Yes, the demand was quite high in comparison to Q2, and I would say that the sales volume have slightly gone up, and the demand has gone heavily up because of the certain things. First, during the Diwali time, post Diwali, we had a good amount of sales that has to be done, and the order books were full post Diwali, so that was a great thing for the Q3 for us.
In one of your analyst meets, you did mention that you're expecting to see your revenue at around 2,500 crore rupees by the end of FY29, which implies a growth CAGR of around 20 odd %. Can you just tell us what are the factors because of which you are so confident that you will be able to grow at a 20% CAGR till FY29?
So if we see the industry, it has been always on the CAGR growth of 15 to 20%, on which we are also willing to grow. And if we see the history of Rushil Decor Limited, it's always been a 4-year journey. Every 4 years, we are trying to doubling our company. On that criteria only, we are expanding our businesses, and yes, we are into the internal talks for our further capex plans also, which will be affecting in that as well. So yes, our vision is very clear that by financial year 29 we want to be at a 2500 crore company.
Okay, Rushil, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now, giving us an understanding in terms of the BIS norms that will be applicable from February 2024, benefits for the company and outlook for the company going forward as well. That was the management of Rushil Decor.